SCW14 2v2. The top players. Alright, we're in the 1v1 right now. The top players playing against each other. We're gonna be watching Kokanee AV. We're gonna be watching Gangster Jose. We're gonna be watching Father Mandingo. All battle it out. 3 of the top 3 players fighting, and we're gonna watch it now. Alright, here we are. This is a best of 3, or I guess, I don't know. This is just a couple games that these guys played last night. I don't even know if it was a best of or anything. But, yeah, like I was just showing there, these are the 3 of the top 3 players. Or I guess I'll just say the top 3 players are all playing in this. We got Kokanee AV, aka XP Hero, aka 4 Drones. He'll be up here in the top right, playing the Protoss. He will be teamed up with another person who has been featured on this channel before. Oh, I just got a text message. Let's not get interrupted with that. And yeah, he will be Terran, so they will be Protoss Terran, and they will be up against Mr. Gangster Jose, who we're not the biggest fan of in this channel, but he's pretty good still. He'll be Zerg, not in a very good position, going at hatchery first, and his partner will be Father Mandingo, who we also will be casting maybe later. It's finals match versus JH. I should finish that series, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to that. But yeah, we'll just throw this in here to switch things up. Little 2v2 games, high level 2v2 games. Yeah, and I'm sure it won't disappoint. So we do see a 2 gateway. Oh, do I have the building tab? Building tab up, good. We see a 2 gateway forge with a quick choke here for Father Mandingo. He is going to be able to scout right away, Mr. Vulture, and see that the matchup is. I believe it was Protoss random. Pretty sure that is that's a standard what you do in 2v2 usually, unless you just both pick races. We do see a pylon going down here, so he's going to go look for a cannon rush. His SCV did go up the side, but it didn't see it right away, and he's going to make sure that he's not going to cannon up front, making sure he's not going to get choked in. We do see a 2 hatchery. Oh, look at that. Kokanee AV is going to say check your corners. He is suspicious of this possibility. White did go down here, but he's still not going to quite see this yet. This Marine, though, is going to check in the dark and is going to be able to see that. Mr. Kokanee AV, always on top of his game here. It is going to be the Protoss going to try to buy as much time as he can. PZ is called. He does scout out the Overlord here. We do just see the 4 gate here for Kokanee, so they are going to try to, at least at the very minimum, get map control with this opening that they have planned. Mandingo just going to be getting his 3rd hatchery down here. He is going to really put on a lot of pressure on this Terran player. This could backfire. Zealot's going to counterattack here, so Mandingo is going to be doing a little bit of 2v1 here, while Mr. Jose works on getting himself up and going. We do see 4 SCVs pulled here, so Mr. Vulture is really going to make sure that he does not die to any kind of Zealot attack, especially or any kind of cannon Zealot attack, because that was the attempt. Going to now block out or block the Protoss player and probably attack the Zerg. That probably is what the strategy is going to be. We do see Probe coming in here, going to scout, make sure this Zerg player isn't getting too greedy. It is difficult as a Zerg player to really help out. If you don't know if you should go to a mass ling and try to counter, or if you want to tech quickly or just mass up, it is difficult to play Zerg, to know exactly what to do, because you want to play as greedy as possible, but at the same time you have to be ready for an attack, a 2v1 attack at any point. So it's a juggling act, to say the least. I am recording, right? Oh, good. Thank God I unpaused it. And yeah, this block is going to look like it's going to get up here, going to get that 1 bunker, and it's going to be accompanied by some cannons here while they start to push over on Mr. Jose. The most probable attack here, he could try to just get some, I don't think this is the best idea here, going in by himself, just going to try to pressure the Zerg as much as he can. I guess it still isn't the worst idea. I'm just going to go right balls to the walls. Usually the strategy is to either come up here so you can clear the way for the Marines, or go down here to block, or to go down here and get some cannons up. But he's just going to run in there, get the Zerg scared. Zerg has plenty of sunken, still no gas yet for him. 24 supply, all drones. The Protoss is going to get 3 Zealots over here. 2 factories is down for the Terran player, so he went really quick tech. Do see a Cybernetics core in the second gas here. No command center or anything yet. They are going to go the Protoss now. The Protoss does not have much. He sent most of his army around here, and he did lose a lot of Zealots. I didn't quite catch it, but yeah, that is what the current status is. Only 1 Zealot here back at home. This choke is going to go down. White does not have very much at all. He went right in for that quick tech after defending that Zealots, which isn't a bad idea at all, especially versus the Zerg. And yeah, now Mr. Mandingo is going to be in a problem. He actually did throw down Nexus himself here. Oh god, that does that. And he does have 1 gas go. Oh my goodness, and a robotics facility down too, so not bad at all. I feel like at the very least this is going to go down. We do have to get this down again to see this full battle here. That is quite a bit of stuff. Not that many cannons at all. He does cancel the robotics facility right away, knowing it's not going to be helpful right now. He actually did go triple Nexus here, so he went super duper greed here. And let's see how it pays off. These Marines are just kind of stimming in here, not doing the best of attack. The probes have been pulled. They are going to stack attack. Try to target as much Marines as possible, but this actually looks like it's going to be way too devastating. Losing tons and tons of probes here. I don't think he ran any away. Even if he does live here, he may not be enough. 1 Marine, 2 Marines are still alive, going to be able to target those probes accordingly. He does only have 142 minerals. He is down to 12 supplies, so Father Mandingo, if he even does hold on here, he is going to be in trouble. Mr. Oze, back at home, now just getting his 2 Hydrodens completed. How many only 4 probes left, but he does have a triple. Cannons are going, or tanks are going to be in here, and yeah, it looks like he is going to be able to get him. Mr. Kokani is going to throw down a couple cannons at home, make sure that he doesn't get mutabombed or anything, but Oze is just massing sunkens, and they are just going to leave. No GG called. And yeah, game 1 in the books. Well done. Good teamwork there. And yeah, well done. Well done. Game 1, 1-0 for the good guys. We're going to call them the good guys because we are anti-Oze. And yeah, we'll jump into game number 2. Alrighty, here we are in game number 2. I think these are good spots. Alright, so yeah, we do have the, let's check out the teams here. Kokani is going to be orange. Again, the orange Protoss. He will be teamed up. White, oh, they're the same colors actually, I think, as last time. Orange and white. Protoss Terran this time. Versus Mandingo will be Protoss. And Oze will be Protoss. So PP versus PT. Let's see how she goes. Yeah, the strategy right now, they have pretty good spots here. Vulture has a corner spot, and he's really close to his partner here. And yeah, we'll see what the strategy is here. Mr. Mandingo going for a very early gateway. Yeah, Vulture is ranked a little bit lower than these guys. We didn't see him in the top 3. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Just a standard double gateway for all of the Protosses here. Going to... I've lost 20 games or so. I lost... Oh, ooh, Kokani getting pwned by them last night. Ooh, we're getting some of the goss here. I didn't actually check. Maybe we'll pass some of Kokani getting pwned because I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll just forget I just said that. Okay, so the Terran 3 barracks. 2, I'm getting distracted. Trying to read and cast and watch StarCraft is difficult, okay? First scout is not going to go all the way. He does see the probe before Mr. Kokanee. Going to go 4 racks instead of the 3 racks, so he's going to have a lot more Marines than usual. Pretty good call for PP because these guys want to work together. And if they can get like both of their armies big enough without taking up damage, and they can meet up in the corner, Marines and Zealots are a lot better than just mass Zealots. They're going to have to, the Protoss team, best strategy is to probably get some cannons involved. That definitely slows the Terran down if you can get a couple cannons just at their choke, or if you can start getting cannons inside of their choke, it'd be even better. Marines just aren't very good. Terran in general isn't very good versus cannons until they get tanks. So if you kind of want to nullify a Terran for a little bit, just throw up some cannons. That'll make them tech. But then it can also be dangerous though too, because if you get choked in, then the Terran can start being really greedy, knowing that they're probably not going to get attacked too. So you have to be careful. StarCraft, always a balancing match. We see the first fight going to go down in here. The Team Protoss is going to try to get those cannons up like we were just talking about. The Terran now is going to be joining the Protoss. The Mr. Kokanee here just dancing back and forth, trying to get the best engagement he can. He is able to slip 1 probe into his partner, so even if he does get blocked now, he will be able to at least build some cannon to help out his partner. Excuse me, stay alive. Actually, cannons built yet. Just a gateway here. Going to try to really push forward. He might be overextending here. Doesn't want to lose any of his army right now. Kokanee doing a pretty good job of picking off these stranded units. A very good micro. He doesn't have any cannons at home, but he shouldn't. I don't know. He's been pretty ballsy not getting any cannons actually, because if they do both push, both of these Protoss players not working together though. They're both trying to 1v1 simultaneously instead of working together, and this could backfire. Their window is definitely getting smaller and smaller where the PP has an advantage. But they are keeping the Terran on the one good thing that they are keeping the Terran's army fairly small and hurt. So this could possibly work out. Kokanee keeping all of his army alive. You do see he does have the highest supply here. Actually going to try to fight them 2v1 here. I don't know if that's going to work out, though. Mr. Vulture now getting his fire bats and his medics out. Are they going to be in time before these cannons get up? You can see Kokanee really trying to push here. He is seconds away. Kokanee now telling him to go right into tank drops. Probably not a bad idea at all. Tank drops are pretty good, especially when you're focusing this much on Zealots and cannons and everything. Not going to be able to break out. Not even going to try, it doesn't look like. And now it's going to be up to Mr. Kokanee to survive here. He's going to have 2 mass Protosses fighting him here. He still does have quite a pretty good army supply, but Mandingo not far behind at all, and he does have a robotics facility up already. So he went super quick tech while Mr. Jose is going for the cannon blocks. Mr. Kokanee doing a great job here, though, fighting off these 2 guys. Not going to get blocked in quite yet. He's going to pick off that probe. Very nicely done. And yeah, we'll see how Mr. Vulture is going to... He can't really do much right now. It's really... Oh, look at quite a few cannons here. So it's actually very good. Going to give him a nice big rally spot to fight. Make sure he doesn't get cannoned in as well. I like it. Or like it a lot. Going to try to go around back here. Not many cannons. Only 1 Nexus and only 1 gas here with 1 probe in it. Not going to be able to get much damage done here, though. 1 cannon back here. Going to make sure that all of these Zealots are going to get at least shot at the very minimum. Going to try to go after some probes here. Not going to be too successful. This 1 cannon in a pretty good spot here to protect. Lots of Zealots coming in here now. You can see 74 supply for Mandingo. So Mandingo, pretty good guy. Pretty good here. The triple going to go down and a lot of 2 gas for Mr. Jose. But they have yet to really do any significant damage. They have been able to establish map control, but that's only going to be so good for so long. This drop here is going to really be crucial here. Not any defense from our white player really at all. No turrets or anything around the main. Again, Mr. Kokanee pushing forward, trying to get his choke established. You want that choke ASAP. It's just way easier to fight. He must have just scanned Mandingo and seen that a dropship is out. 2 Reavers nearly complete. He is going to start sending his Marines back to defend for these drops. So that was a pretty clutch scan here. Mandingo pushing forward yet again. We don't see much tech here yet from Kokanee here. That it's hard to tech when you are defending 2 Protosses at once. You do just need all of your minerals. You need as many minerals as possible to build as many zealots, non-stop zealots, and cannons. One little zealot going to go in here in classic Kokanee fashion. Somehow snuck by here, and he's going to get a scout off on pretty much exactly what's happening. Get Teal was dropped. He's going to tell Vulture to focus on Mandingo, that because he sees Mr. Jose has a ton of cannons. I don't know where these zealots are going. Maybe he feels that Mandingo is going to get dropped. That's Jose does a lot of suspicious things like this, which is just absolutely mind-blowing sometimes. He's going to send all of his zealots over here to protect his partner from a drop. Reavers are here now. He's not going to try to do any damage with them. He could have possibly got in there. He's just going to start pushing forward with these. Not a bad idea at all. Zealots Reavers are really, really good. I don't see the dropship out yet. Did the drop? Oh no, he did drop 1 tank over here. That's actually a really good idea. He did ask for that, and that is going to actually push these Reavers back. Going to save his life. And we're going to see this drop now go. He's probably going to scan before he goes in there if he has enough. He does have enough to scan. Going to go in here. We do see quite a few goons here. He does scan, but these goons are here. Going to pick that off before they can get close enough. Very well done there for Mr. Mandingo. Going to defend that. No problem. You can see he has not invested much money in defense here. So if that drop did go undetected, that would have done a lot of damage. It definitely would have got some shots off if it was able to land. Another scan went down. I didn't see where it went. An empty dropship over in Jose's base. And the triple going down now for Mandingo. So it looks like we are entering into... Oh, this thing is up. We are entering into the mid-game now. Early game has been survived. The Protoss advantage is now no longer... I think in the mid-game, Protoss Terran definitely has the advantage. And then I think, again, in the late game, Protoss may have the advantage again just because of the massing drops, but... I don't know, Terran is just really good late game. I'm not exactly sure what the statistics are. I feel like Protoss is the best matchup, but yeah, you can't sleep on a Terran. Terran pretty good if they can get up and going. Going to start pushing away at this choke here. We do see 140 and 170 supply going to run into a 158 supply here. A lot of cannons and zealots here for Mr. Kokanee getting into his drops. Saying Raver, Tagger Raver. I think he means Target Reaver. I think that's what he's trying to say, but he's obviously microing quite a bit here to defend this. No more tanks here, and that is a lot of Dragoons. Not even Zealot speed here for Mr. Kokanee, so this could be some trouble. Right now, though, the Terran is pushing forward, knowing that he does need to get out there and help his partner. His partner is in some trouble. These cannons, though, are extending out farther and farther in the map, which is going to delay that quite a bit here. More and more Zealots going down here. Kokanee still at 142 supply here. Gonna start getting out some Reavers, which will help a lot. He has held on pretty good here. That's why he needed all those cannons. Those cannons weren't an over-exaggeration. The Terran pushing forward. These Marines just don't do too well versus this many, but there is so many Marines. And, oh, he's saying they bed safe. I don't know what that, I can't translate that one. I cannot translate that one. But, yeah, they are going to start pushing on, or they're going to make sure that the Terran cannot push out here. Lots of goons here going to make sure that it does not happen. Kokanee AV going to be just massing Reavers right now. That's weird that he's building a command center up there. I guess he's just, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea what that's for. Just preparing, I guess, to die at one point. And he wants to have a backup plan. Super duper late game strategy there at the 11-minute mark. I guess it's not a bad idea too. If he starts getting mass dropped, Or, I guess, actually, you know what? He's worried about the potential nuke at some point. He knows that he's going to get abused in the spot. Okay, that's the logic behind that. He knows at some point he is going to get abused from whatever, nukes or tanks or whatever. So he is just going to... no, I changed my mind. That's a good idea. I like it. I support it. Oze, I support it. The Terran still not able to push forward. Oze still controlling that middle of the map, and I don't know what Mandingo has been up to. Maybe he got dropped or something. Maybe I possibly missed a drop, because his money is super duper low and his supply is super duper low. So I feel like he got dropped. I must have missed it though. Don't know if it was a tank drop or what. He definitely is super vulnerable, like I said though. He did not invest much minerals in there at all. Kokanee maxed out here on Zealots and Reavers. Going to be able to hold on to this no problem. Mandingo definitely slacking behind a little bit. Vulture also a little bit behind in supply here, but he's going to be trained. He's not going to die anytime soon. And now they are confident enough to take the map. I really wish I saw what Mandingo drop though, because he was killing it up until that certain point where he did get dropped. I'm gonna send 2 zealots over here to clear out this these pylons out here, which are just to detect drops. Going to another push forward here for Vulture. Kokanee going to slowly push his base forward as well. Going to reestablish that choke and maybe get some cannons up here to regain map control. Cannons and tanks, pretty good combo. We do see this nice little cannons over here just trying to help out his partner as much as possible in those early games. Every little cannon counts. And it's also good for detection too, if he didn't have a turret up, which he does in that exact spot there. So we'll see what the late game plan here is for these guys here. Oze is maxed out. Mandingo about to be maxed out again. He does have... I forgot that they have the worker count now, so he is back up to 84. I didn't even see if he... I didn't even see the worker count drop there when I was talking about him getting dropped, so I guess I could have confirmed it a little bit more. That is I think that's a new thing, the worker count. That came out with that last update. That's why it behooved me. These Reavers doing a pretty good job. This many Reavers are pretty good. Tanks not even sieging up, just plowing through this Protoss army. I think they smell blood, and they're gonna go for it. He's saying Siege, which I think he means siege. I do speak Kokanese sometimes. I'm not completely fluent in it, but I do understand for the most part. Couple of drops gonna go down here by Mr. Oze. I'm pretty sure 2 storms kill a Reaver, 2 storms kill a tank. I'm pretty sure 2 storms kill basically everything except for like carriers and battlecruisers and Archons and Ultralists. But I guess like everything but tier 3 units, I should say. They pwn basically every other unit in 2 storms. As long as you like time them out, because it doesn't overlap. Lots of barracks and factories for our Vulture. They have almost established map control. Just a few cannons left from Mr. Oze. Oze also has 110 probes. That is way too many probes. I don't know how he is still low on money. That's wild stuff. This guy, can you actually look at their... No, you can't look at their first-person POV. No drops from either of our Protoss players. Like, unless I'm just missing everything. Oh, here we go. We see a drop right now. It is hard to keep track of all the drops in 2v2. Those storms are going to be pretty good. Not killing all of his probes, but I think they killed, like, what? At least he had 80, so like 20 probes there. Maybe a little less than 20 probes there. More scans going down. I can't see where they are. But, yeah, this is not looking good here for the Protoss. Protoss, they're not dead, but they have a journey of a journey to go. Another drop going to come in here. Now we're catching them. So drops have definitely been going down, and I've definitely absolutely been missing them this game. No doubt in my mind that I'm missing drops. Big time storm going to go down here. I did not, again, see the worker count, but I think that killed at least 30 SCVs there. And possibly a main... He does have a stack repair on it, so he's not going to lose it. I don't think that Reaver did go down. The Zealots are doing their best to target, but stacked SCVs repairing are pretty good. It's gonna get pretty low though. 200. No, he's gonna save it. No main down. Gonna have to resend those guys back and to continue to pump forward. Look at these not much damage getting there to defend. Continuing to push forward, keeping his units alive. We see Mr. Kokokani taking over the map with cannons. He hasn't been dropped yet, that is for sure. And if he did, he dodged it pretty well because he definitely has this the mineral lead. Even though Oze has 100 probes, he doesn't have a very big bank. He's spending like a madman, that Oze. More... No, these High Templars aren't going to throw any storms off. This guy does have a storm. He could do it, but no, he's going to want to just run in and die. Yeah, not looking good here. Another drop going to come in here from Mandingo, but it looks like it's just... I don't know, I have no idea what's happening. They're going to go around to try to get Kokani. It looks like. I feel like he could probably just take that shortcut, but he's not map packing, so he can't possibly know that. We do see Mr. Kokani starting to mass cannons over here. Cannons are the name of the game in 2v2. You just pretty much have to build them if you want to not let the game go on for a zillion hours, because you know that drops are just going to slow you down so much. They are hard to defend. We do see a pull here. He does have 92 probes, so we will see how many. 92? He lost 22 probes there. I watched it that time, and I kept track, and I was accurate as F. So good job observing there finally from Tony G. Gonna catch that drop and be super accurate with how much damage it did. Kokani Dokani dropping from up top of the... Going to... misclicked one of them, but still going to get the majority of those probes. And with that drop, I feel like it is going to be basically GG. There's no way that Mr. Mandingo can hold on with 31 probes and a mass Terran army coming in here. Vulture back up to his 66 SCV, so he's back in good shape. And there we go. We do see a Mandingo. He knows that he's dead, and Jose going to leave shortly after. No GG's. Very rude, but we don't expect anything less from Team Oze. He is a rude boy. And yeah, GG 2-0 for Team AV. And we will see you in game number 3. One more game for you guys here. Let's get it! Game number 3. Same teams, and we have... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Same matchups as well. Mr. Kokani Dokani going to be his orange. And he's going to be... Like, the colors must just... Maybe they're picking their colors. Because, yeah, they're the same colors yet again. Kokani going to be orange. Yeah, he did not have Zealot Legs. We did notice that earlier. Mr. Vulture going to be Terran white again in the same spot. They are talking about that last game that we did just watch. These were all in order, and these were all played last night. So, yeah, well, we will get to see a little bit of what they're thinking behind that last score, how they think about that last game. I did start it, right? Yeah, okay, good. And, yeah, I'll try to read that while casting. But that tank was pretty good, too, but it's such a good hold. Yeah, they're just complimenting each other. Getting their team morale up. And yeah, we'll see how she goes this time. We'll see if Oze and Mandingo are going to change up their strategies. See if they can get some more early game damage done. Maybe some better teamwork. Because I feel like their biggest mistake last time was just both of them trying to kill one of them instead of teaming up together until it was a little bit too late. But I'm not going to take away from Mr. Kokani and Mr. Vulture's defense because they did a good defense like usual. Anyways, you held good. Your tank dropped. Look at them. See, just comp. Look at that. Look at the teamwork. Oh, never mind. Another he's insulting him. Your tank drop went obvious direction. Noob Vulture. Oh, noob Vulture. How dare you send your tank drop in the obvious direction. Oze switching up his gateway spot placement. Going to start building up here. I feel like he is going to go for a super duper mass this time. Just based off of this right here. I feel like we're going to see more than 4 gateways, but maybe I am wrong. First 2 zealots are going to go long game, we in. 4 gates for Kokanee, only 3 gates again for Mandingo. He likes to go for a little bit of a... I don't know, he's just doing this because he's going to go 3-gate forge. He's going to go for the block this time. I think last time, they're probably going to switch roles this... Oh, no, maybe not. They're both going to go for blocks? I don't know. They must have paused there. Lots of chat just getting thrown up there. 1 zealot getting taken out here. 1 probe getting taken out there. 1 marine about to be taken out here. And FCV still trying to scout out where his opponents are. We do see a 3-on-4 fight here. These zealots are going to go for those minerals here. This zealot is staying alive. We do see 2 cannons getting produced out front of the Terran. So the Terran looks like it is going to be blocked. And again, he only went for a 3 barracks this time. So his tanks are going to be out a little bit faster. And they may actually be able to get some damage done on Kokanee Dokanees here. He is going to have to now fight for a 2 vs 1 way earlier than he did last time. Last time it took them a lot longer to get this out, and that is the benefit of having these spots a little bit farther apart now. Not going to be as easy for them to help each other. Mr. Vulture is going down here to make sure that he does not die, but little does he know. I don't think that he knows that he is blocked in now. And both of these players are going to be pushing Mr. Kokanee. Kokanee is going to have to defend here. Still no cannons down yet. Just focusing on constant zealot production, making sure he doesn't get supply stuck, making sure he's always having zealots and probes being built. I feel like at a certain point, though, he is going to need a couple cannons. I don't know how well he can micro this. This is going to be a lot of zealots. He's not going to go in here. He does want his zealots to get in between these gateways so they can kind of funnel in here and only have to fight 1-on-1 instead of 15-on-1. That is the benefit of the home court advantage here. It's going to go around his main. Your main is also going to be vulnerable. No cannons are up yet. Mr. Mandingo going to go after this forge here. You can see the Terran player isn't going to be able to get out. He's going to try to run. I don't know. He's going to try to pick off this pylon, but I don't think that's going to work. That's a lot of supply. Maybe it will work. So close. He needed a couple more Marines here. Not going to be able to come out and help him. A couple cannons now are completing. Somehow Mr. Kokanee is microing his way out of this, but we do see cannons. Both of them are now starting to build out front of Kokanee's base, so even if he is able to defend all of these zealots, he is going to have to worry about cannons. He does not have a probe on the base this time, so he could be in a lot of trouble here. His forge was taken out, so he can't even build more cannons now if he wants to. He does have 60 supply versus 66 supply from Mandingo and 46 from Oze. They're both just massing cannons here. He does have to pull the probes to make sure that these cannons don't get up. He is able to take that one out as it produces. He does have 2 more. And he's actually going to be able to stop these first cannons from getting up some way, somehow. More reinforcements are pushing in here. That was a super duper clutch stack here. 1 cannon in range of these other cannons. Are these cannons going to be able to get up? If Kokanee is able to hold on to this, they are going to be in a fabulous spot because the Terran player will have had so much time to build up. Again, pulling these probes to stop these cannons from getting up. He has to do this, and he is doing it. That's impressive stuff right there from Mr. Kokanee. Perfectly timed and perfectly executed there. Somehow, some way, holding on there, and he still has more probes than Mr. Oze. Somehow, after stacking, and oh my goodness, and look at this, Mr. Vulture does have a factory up in Kokanee Dokanee's base, so he's going to be able to start making tanks right from his partner's base, which is going to be able to stop this cannon and kill these cannons if they do get up, which I don't even think they're going to be able to get up. Somehow, Kokanee is stopping this from happening. Both of these players... Oh, now we actually do see a Dragoon transition for Mr. Mandingo. Jose now going to throw down his triple. I guess I don't know if I said that already. But, yeah, there's going to be tanks starting to get produced from Mr. Kokanee's base. And I feel like this is going to be held regardless of if these cannons getting up or not now. He is not... Yeah, he's going to be able to hold this. No Nexus, no gas. He's just going straight on Zealot Cannon. Sangoon Ray. Oh, he scanned. He did scan Teal, so he does know that Teal is going to go into the cannons. We do see his minerals, both Oze and Mandingo's minerals are starting to skyrocket up. They're trying to micro, but their macro is falling behind a little bit. We do see Mr. Vulture just chilling here, not in any rush. He does have his second tank. B. Oh, B. Alright, he is going to be able to B just in time. Gonna want to keep that tank alive. Every tank counts, especially once they start piling up. He is going to use this to kill that one cannon that is established. I feel like building these cannons now are just going to be in vain. I don't know, but if they should give up, though, at the same time either, Mandingo is going to start pushing over here. I don't think that's a good idea. I feel like they really do need to just keep pushing Mr. Kokonos. He's down to 50 to supply. They've definitely done damage to him this time. Mandingo, he does want to. He's going to start killing, and he's going to try to kill the Terran player now. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I guess those tanks and cannons are just too scary, so they're going to go for just straight up tank Marine here. We'll see how this goes. There's actually a spoiler right there. They are going to go in here. Only one bunker, only 2 tanks here. But Marine Medic in a choke are pretty good, even though they are quite a bit forward. Oh, we'll see how she goes. The supplies. Did Oze get dropped? No, he did not drop. He's lost 50. 27. Oh no, Terran. Yo, he just got dropped. Tank drop here by Mandingo. Oh, we did catch it. We finally caught it. And Mandingo is going to leave. He's not even close to dying, but that drop and that hold is going to be enough for him to say, F this game, I don't want to play anymore. He probably logged off immediately afterwards. And yeah, that's GG. That's going to be 3 very nice games here played last night from that high level SCW action. And yeah, good job there, Vulture. Gonna catch that Score King, and they're gonna get a nice little 3-0. Nice little 3-0 versus the number 2 and number 3 2v2 players on SCW this season as of right now. And yeah, GG, a G. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today, boys. Until next time, it's your boy. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're going for 1,000. I'm going to be pushing this hard because I want 1,000 subscribers, guys. I want it. I can see it. I'm going to manifest it happening, and I'm going to talk about it a lot more until you guys all subscribe. Love each and every one of you. Until next time, it's your boy Tony G. Later.